Welcome to Hungary. Whoop whoop. Suddenly everything looks very different. Just like that.
Not that different, but they still got the same
Oh yeah.
open drainage at the front of the houses for water.
So we're just over the Hungarian border looking for a supermarket. I never guess what we found. Of all things, we found a Tesco. How cool's that? Been in Hungary for a couple of hours. What have we learned so far? They drive like utter maniacs.
Language
It's unrecognisable. The area seems an awful lot drier. I think it's less humid. It feels less humid, but so we're still in the van. So
it's 36 degrees.
Yeah.
Hard to tell.
But you can see that the ground is quite parched. So yeah, it may be less humid. And also, I don't know, there's so many brands. A little while ago, it almost felt like we were back in the UK because we had a Shell garage, an Aldi, a Tesco, a Costa Coffee. But it seems quite nice so far. The currency is florin. Yeah. It's abbreviated to HUF, so I'll just call them HUFs. And it's about, is it 400 to the pound?
Yeah, 400 and a bit.
400 and a bit, yeah. 400 and a bit to the pound. So yeah, it's going to make it fun. These trees are quite pretty. 37. Crazy hard. Site access quite like this one. It's just literally a sand road, and it's I'm just glad that we upgraded our tyres a few months ago. So if you cope with stuff like this, it's really soft, isn't it? Really soft. It truly is the most fabulous campsite. We're down the end all on our own. Dog can just wander as she likes. Oh, that's my dress for later. We're going out for dinner. It's just perfect. There's a pool, there's a fridge with drinks. You just do a tally. They serve you hot fresh bread and croissants in the morning. A couple of times a week they invite you to join them to their dinner table, and it's not like a restaurant. They just kind of serve you up what they're having for dinner. For a very small charge. You just sit round and share the dinner table. We're doing that this evening, so it should be really nice. And it's just the perfect campsite, I think. It's 4 kilometres off the main road, so very little passing traffic, which means it's really not very busy. Down that little lane down there. There's a beautiful walkway in the meadows and through the trees, but as it's 38 at the moment, it's just too hot to walk. As much as we can do to walk to the swimming pool and back, which is just the other side of the Tanya. Tanya means farmhouse in Hungarian. It's New Flag Day.
Okay, I'm going to put it up here.
Yeah. Add our Hungarian flag to our collection.
some of these different sizes, or is it? Or am I just?
Just
My eyes wonky. There we go.
Oh look,
Yeah,
we are symmetrical again. Woo. So it's really hot, and I said to Martin, let's have something quite simple for dinner. I went up for a nap, and he's just woken me up and put this in front of me. I was really grateful that he just makes food and when I sit and eat it, but I don't know if he's had a bang on the head or something. What have we got? We've got toast with egg and ham and cheese, and what did you call it? A bit like a...
It's a bit like a croque monsieur.
Croque monsieur. And then we've got...
Or eggy toast with ham and cheese, I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
We've got unpickled pickled gherkins. And then part pickled muddy tasting beetroot.
Which is delicious.
And
muddy. And...
this.
What, the cabbage?
Pickled cabbage.
No, it's not pickled, it's fermented. It's like sauerkraut.
Okay, like sauerkraut. This is probably the strangest dinner I've ever had. But there we
We
go.
have to eat what we got.
Yeah, well, because we went shopping today, I find this a bit strange, but nothing like a bit of experimentation. It's edible, it's okay. It's just a bit weird.
The muddy beetroot's a win.
Actually, the more you eat, the nicer it gets. Just a bit strange at first. Well done, darling. We've just had the most wonderful, wonderful meal cooked by the campsite owner. I don't know if you can see the table.
Oh, my head's in the way.
The table's still there. Lots of people have left. There were 17 of us. Different nationalities, different countries, different stories. It was absolutely wonderful. And talk about bring the campsite together. What was it they cooked us? Bobotti? Bobotti. I was convinced I wouldn't like it, but actually it was really nice. And they did braised vegetables and pickled vegetables and yellow rice and lentils. Yeah, well, we'll forget the lentils. It was really, really lovely. And whilst we were eating, these two cars pulled up. They're a bit more unpacked now, but talk about Ghostbusters. Take a look at this. These guys, they were really laden. Apparently they had to be pulled out down the road because they got themselves stuck in the sand up to the middle of the wheels, which was quite funny. And there's our little van down there. An amazing, amazing night. What did you think, Mark? Did you have a nice evening?
Yeah, it was lovely. It was
Too-
nice to...
Too many wasps, but other than that,
Apart
it
from the
was
wasps.
really, really lovely.
Nearly ate a couple of them.
Yeah, I was worried about drinking a couple.
But no, really nice food.
Really nice food, yeah. We're due to check out tomorrow morning, but no we're going to stay at least one more night. Just because the pool and the facilities and everything else is so fabulous that we just don't want to leave yet. And it's a bit cooler now. It's actually a lot cooler. And little one's got some energy and she's running around, and there's other dogs on the campsite, but there's none of this you must keep your dog on the lead. All the dogs can just make friends as much as the people can make friends, which is absolutely fabulous. So on that note, I think it's good night from us. Good night. You can just see the sunset in the background. Look at that. Oh, is that a sunset?
I'll get my head in the way of it.
A sunset pose.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Yeah, we ordered bread and croissants. I've just gone out to collect them. 2 lovely napkins. Our name on it. A lovely little good morning note. And then what have we got? Oh, they're hot.
Well, they cooked, freshly cooked, aren't they?
Oh, wow, look at that. Hello, breakfast.
Bailey, look at the camera. Oh dear, yeah, look at you. Someone decided to go for a swim in the pool to try and get to Mum. Bailey. Bailey. Yes. Look at the drowned rat. Hey? Hey, Bailey. How you feeling now? You look a little bit odd with your big furry head and wet body.
She looks very cool and chilled now though. She's more comfortable than she has in ages.
She does look chilled out. Busy day today, learning how to swim.
Yeah.
By accident. Everybody's had a little bit of a trim. We haven't taken off too much, but
Look, your bare bum.
just trying to make her a little bit more comfortable in this heat. And there's all this fluff everywhere. Oh.
You're such a good girl, very compliant. Do you want to get down now? Come on, you can get down.
Yeah.
So Martin's taken a bit of inspiration from last night's dinner, but happened to have an aubergine available already. So I think the idea was kind of already there. And
We'll just have one knocking around.
and tonight we have moussaka for dinner. A bit cooler today, and I think we're all feeling a lot better after our swim. It was full of beans and running around much happier, loving sitting under the air conditioning. Martin's been experimenting in the kitchen. I mean, you wouldn't have dreamed of doing something as complicated as moussaka a few days ago, for sure.
Good point.
So, yeah, he's just dishing up, and when it's on the table, you can have a look and see what the creation looks like.
Oh God.
Ooh, look at this then. Go on then. Oh, oh, oh. Looks good. Ah, mouth's watering. Time to go and eat. Sadly, it's time to leave this almost perfect campsite. We've had a fantastic stay, and it really honestly is the best site we've ever stayed on. It's
nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's set a really high bar for Hungary, so I've got out the rest of the campsites we stay on. The service couldn't be nicer and more friendly, and as you know, we've had fresh bread every morning. We joined them for dinner. They've been so hospitable. There's an honesty bar. The pool area is wonderful. The only thing I can possibly think of that is 100% positive is the water pressure in the shower. If someone else uses any of the water pressure just dies. But I think you get that anywhere really. And the pool area is just fantastic. Just so beautiful and so tranquil, and there's hammocks and flowers. And we've also now got a butterfly escort and trying. We have to go slow if they wanted to fly down the pathway. Well, obviously we don't want to catch them in the grill or anything. Then we're back on real race. Well, semi.
Yes.
Hungary seems very nice. It's not as sparkly as Croatia.
No.
But I think Croatia has got a lot more tourism, which probably brings in a bit more money, so maybe their economy is a bit more buoyant. It's still quite nice. Lots of it reminds me of the UK though. The flat land, the farm fields are just, it just doesn't seem very exciting.
Oh, the houses don't look like they could be English.
Yeah, a lot of them do. They've got the same sort of red brick roof type things. The pitched roofs, like these. Yeah, we've got more flats, which we didn't see in Croatia. Actually, this doesn't look very British at all.
Just as you were saying.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go again. first option we found was really busy and no space to park. Second option was a wooden bridge with a 3.5 ton weight limit. Martin took a walk down there. We could have pushed the bridge and gone over it slowly and carefully, but there wasn't any parking there anyway.
I'm going over it slowly and carefully. I'll be going over it fast and carefully.
So yeah, we're off to
Take the second left.
the next one. It looks like we may be urban parking though, which is not the best plan. Here we are at parking stopping place number 3, which promised large and free parking. Don't see it. Someone's having a laugh. On to number 4. After many attempts, we seem to have found somewhere. We're not in the best position, but once these cars have moved, we will just reorganise ourselves a bit. We are on the banks of the Danube, and I think there's a bit of a sandy beach down there. We're just off to explore. Well, this is bigger than I expected. So this is the Danube. And we've got this huge stretch of beach. Well, it's not really beach, it's kind of gravel. But it goes on for ages. All the way up there, look. Water's very clear and very warm. I think it's probably warmer than the pool was this morning. Lovely. It's clouded over a bit now, which is nice, and it's so much cooler today. It's wonderful. Can actually breathe. Well, that was interesting. So it was a stilted community built in the lake. The lake is supposed to be one of the warmest around because of the power plant across the way. Don't know if that's true or not. It wasn't quite as the write-up suggested it was. It's very nice. We made very welcome onto the platform of like it wasn't even a cafe. We were offered a coffee by a very nice gent. We were shown where the toilets were, where the seating was, and they had a terrace upstairs. So it was basically up a ladder to a terrace where there were 3 broken chairs.
Did you not find it inviting?
No.
I thought it was alright. It was funny.
And then stewed coffee.
So I love the stewed coffee. Yeah, when they cook it in a pot on the
So then
Lovely.
we went back down the ladder steps. Had the cutest German Shepherd puppies. 3 gorgeous German Shepherd puppies. And we went down to a seating area downstairs, which was right sort of on the water side. And Marty sat down, it was fine. I sat down next to him. Marty stood up, I flipped off like a seesaw. So I moved into the middle. And then 2 minutes later, when I moved, he nearly went in the water. It was... it was fun. It was fun.
It was literally like being invited into someone's house
for a
being made
coffee.
a coffee.
Yeah, just being allowed to walk around and look around now. He translated to you, didn't he? He caught a massive fish in that lake.
Yeah, 70 kilos. It was a huge thing. They got the head on the wall. It's like this big. That's insane.
He's been trying to make a go of this since COVID.
Yeah, I think so. So I think maybe it was more of a cafe prior to that.
There's all these write-ups about
vegan food.
Vegan,
and stuff,
yeah.
But I think now it's more just like people pop in and visit to see the lake, and they make them a coffee.
We went to pay the bill when we were just shown a jar and asked to make a donation.
Yeah, it's like a Just put some money in there.
Yeah, Martin's only got big notes, so it's
That's fine, yeah.
very expensive. It's like the equivalent of 20
I
quid.
felt like taking a handful of the smaller ones out. I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. They're kind enough to invite us in, so I just dropped a note in there.
Very expensive stewed coffee and
20 quid for a couple of coffees and a look around the lake.
and almost death by falling off wooden furniture.
Well, hopefully they'll be able to afford some deck chairs now.
Maybe. No, it was fabulous. We're doing a non-tourist kind of trail type thing, and these are the places most people don't get to see. Now, for health and safety, I think that's probably a good idea. But it was wonderful, absolutely fabulous experience. Very, very quirky.
Now we've got to get out.
It's
It's honestly a dirt track lane down to the side of a lake.
But do you know what?
Yeah,
It's been so
brilliant.
hot. It's much, much cooler today. There's
Still hot.
Well, it's about 20,
sweaty.
27,
29.
28. 29, is it?
Well, it is in here.
Yeah, it's quite breezy out. And it's just, for the first time in almost 2 weeks, we've actually done something.
Yeah.
Even
It's
if it
been
was only 20 minutes walk around on Death Trap of Wood. We need to decide where we go from here.
we'll have a look at the
No
maps
plans
and-
at the moment, so we're going to sit and going to have a cold drink and make plans.
Can have a nice drink.
A nice drink, yeah. Windscreen as we left the campsite. We are literally flying through swarms of flies,
Big things.
massive things. The windscreen is absolutely filthy.
Like a hailstorm of like large, juicy bugs.
They're still splatting.
Disgusting. Look at that.
Our windscreen is filthy. We might have to actually. Oh, it's all sticky too because
Yeah.
the wipers are sticking on it. I think we're going to have to pull over and clean it. Yeah, what?
Yeah. So I was going to cook a nice pork fillet in a sort of creamy sauce. The pork fillet.
What's up with it? Is it off?
No, it's just not pork fillet.
Oh God, what have you bought?
It looks like pork fillet,
What have you bought?
but when you get it out, it's got a bone through the middle of it. It's turkey neck.
Oh!
Obviously, my Hungarian's not very good.
You cooked all that good chicken for the dog yesterday, and you could have just given her the bloody turkey neck.
I don't know what to do with it.
Feed it to the dog.
I think I will boil it up, yeah.
I'll feed it to the.
The dog can have the meat that falls off the bone.
So what have we got then? The dog's dinner.
No, you'll have to have turkey neck.
No, I am not happy. I'm sorry. No, I'm not eating turkey neck.
The finest Hungarian roast turkey. Come on. I'll show you it, and then you'll realise why I thought it was pork fillet. Because it's just the same colour as a piece of like pork fillet that you.
Oh, it is.
It's curled round a bit.
vegetarians.
It's curled round a bit, so I thought, oh, they've just the way they packed it in the packet. There's two of those. It's not. It's turkey neck.
Blech.
There's quite a lot of meat on it. It seems a shame to.
Oh, she'll really enjoy that.
Seems a shame to waste it, so I'll cook it up.
For the dog.
For the dog.
For the dog.
For the dog, yeah.
You won't make me eat it, will you?
I might. I'll do it for the dog. I did think it was really good value for money. Now I know why.
Brilliant. So for the first time in our 18 months, the quality's really poor because the lighting's dark. We are moving on for reasons of safety. So the place we parked up was a nice big car park, but there's been a real weirdo driving around the car park for about the last half hour, and he gets halfway past the van and he speeds up and then he comes back again. Wow, that was a bit of an adventure.
Goodness, Boo. I know. I know. Let me get you an all.
So it's about an hour ago since we decided to move. We shut down the van, and the place we were going to 4k down the road was all locked up. So we came into the nearest town, which was another 30 minutes away.
I'm tired.
Yes, I'm tired. So the park up we had in mind was tiny, and we'd never have got in there. We were just too wide. So we're actually just on the side of a main road for now, but it'll do. It's nearly 1 o'clock. We're both really, really tired. And yeah, well, as a Brucey bonus as well, I just saw my first pine martin. I've always wanted to see one, so there we go. Every cloud. Have you seen one before?
No.
Have you not?
Well,
Phil?
yes. In a book or on a...
Not a real live one.
No, never seen a real live one.
So yeah, probably just gonna have a quick glass of water or something and toddle off to bed, because it's after 1 o'clock. Sure, it's after 1 o'clock. Okay, so till tomorrow. Night.
Right, babe.
So despite it being 1 a.m, Martin has just pulled all the meat off the turkey neck, and someone is going absolutely bonkers.
You love it, don't you?
She is going crazy for it.
Go on.
She was begging and jumping up and down and crying, and you're so spoilt, Bailey Boo. It's 1 a.m.
Go on.
Rather than getting some much needed sleep, you're being hand fed.
There you go. Look at that. Wow, you really do like it, don't you?
Doesn't she? So it was a better night than expected for me, but then I grew up living on the A4, which was always very busy. But Martin just made a brilliant reference to how it made him feel. Say again.
I mean, all night it was okay, and then this morning it's like waking up in a boat in the middle of the motorway. You know what I mean? In Central Reservation, in a boat. Every time you hear all these cars and vehicles go whoosh, 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 and the van rocks like that. Just a bloody nightmare. I don't know how you're supposed to sleep through that. It started about, I don't know, 6 o'clock this morning, maybe a bit earlier. Great.
Oh, we're on a campsite tonight, so it'll be a lot better.
You must have chosen Hungary's busiest road.
I think so. So after our eventful night, we are taking a bit of a detour today. We were looking for a campsite, and we found one right on the Slovakia border. We hadn't intended to visit Slovakia, but we're going to take a tiny detour. Why not? Add another country to our list. A couple of nights there, and then we may tour through a little bit of the borders, and then come back down into Hungary before we go into Romania in a week or so. Gosh, it looks very different very suddenly. Go on, love, you can do it. This bridge isn't quite as fancy as the last one, is it? Okay, I think we're crossing back into Hungary. I know we're zigzagging the border a bit, but now we cross the border back into Slovakia again.
Okay.
It's New Country Day.
Oh, Slovakia today.
Slovakia. And where's it going to go?
I put it up here, I think. With my wonky eyes. Oh, I think that's alright. There we go.
Yay! Unexpected new flag.
Unexpected visit to Slovakia.
It's been fab actually.
Yeah, it's been nice. Nice campsite.
And we seem to have a new friend. Very interested in Bailey, although Bailey's not quite so interested in him. This is Baz. He turned up at the campsite about 6 weeks ago. Beautiful dog. And yeah, he stayed. I tried to shoo him off a couple of times, but he just kept coming back. He's a lovely dog. The locals are cooking their goulash outside in this, I don't know what you call this, A-frame pot contraption. It's like a cauldron.
It's a witch's kettle, apparently.
Is it? Yeah.
That's what they call it, yeah.
So it's a cauldron.
Dutch. It's a cauldron.
Yes, they got a fire pit, and you can see the smoke coming off it. It was flames earlier, and you can lower the pot. Just opened this bottle of Fanta, expecting it to be something like Fanta Lemon. No idea what it is. It's a citron something. Bodza citron mizu. So what is that?
So this Fanta Citron Bodza Izu is inspired by Socata, traditional Romanian elderflower blossom drink popular in Balkan countries.
Alright. Well, that was a night and a half. The festival across the river was in full swing last night, and unfortunately the wind wasn't in our favour. Now, pop music and something with a beat I couldn't sleep through. I mean, I grew up going to discos. Dad used to be a DJ, and grew up going to discos and stuff almost every weekend and falling asleep to music. But this was like that real trance stuff. It really was just completely freaky beats, and yeah, you just, the minute you would just sort of get used to it and start kind of settling down, the beat would change into something even more freaky. So yeah, not a good night. I didn't get to sleep until it was gone 3:30. Well, we had decided yesterday that we were going to stay an extra night at the site, but after last night we just decided no, we're going to move on. But we did since find out that last night was the last night, but never mind.
Wrap it up, there's a bone shaker.
Oh, there is a real bone shaker on the way. So yeah, we just crossed the border now back into Hungary, and yeah, we're on our way to, what's the place? Holoko, and we'll tell you all about that. We're on less of a bone shaker road. This is the little village of Holoko, and we've gone to the car park. Usual story, can't park, so I'm just going to take a drive around. Apparently there's a castle here that's quite pretty. It's just a very old farming village, and started in the 13th century, redeveloped a few centuries later. Yeah, it's just somewhere to wander around and take a look at. I think. Look, hello.
Oh, well, I can't go here anyway, so I'll have to turn around.
Yeah, that's the village down there. Turn around. I think it's probably just quite a nice old village, but again, I feel it's a bit of a tourist trap.
Yes, I'm sure it's lovely. off, you go and have a wander around and let me know how it was.
That brings us to the end of our video this week. Thank you once again for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and share any comments with us. We're now coming towards the end of our trip in Hungary, and we'll very soon start heading towards the Romanian border. So until next week, take care.